Hello and welcome to Monday Morning with Megan on the From Impossible to Inevitable podcast. This is episode 129. Thank you for joining me today. I have a quote for you today by Jen Atkin, and I guess she was named the world's most influential hairstylist by New York Times Magazine. I read this quote in another book, but I loved the quote all the same. So here it is. As long as you're making strides towards your goal, whatever that may be, don't get frustrated about how long it's taking. It takes everyone a while, but most people don't post about the slog because it's more interesting to share the milestones than the grunt work. I love that because sometimes Jake will tell me sometimes, he's like, "Man, you're moving so fast." And I'm like, "Really?" Because I feel like I'm moving in slow motion, if not backwards. I feel like I move so slow, and it's frustrating sometimes how long it takes me to do everything, it feels like. He sees it differently. But I love this quote that she's just like, as long as you're making strides, as long as you're moving forward, you can choose, essentially, to not feel frustrated about how long it's taking. It takes everyone a while. I love how she said that. It takes everyone a while, but we don't post, we don't share about the slog. I like that word, the slog. We don't share about the grunt work because it's not very interesting. It's not very exciting. It's not very post-worthy, if you will. My older daughter just finished up a project about Louisa May Alcott. And at the end of this project, she has to give a presentation. So we were typing up her notes for her presentation. And, I'm me no matter what. So you're not going to be surprised that I took it this direction. But I told her, I was like, okay, what do we know about Louisa May Alcott? We know she did a lot of things. She was an author. If you don't know who she is, because I didn't, let's be honest, I didn't know. She wrote Little Women. That was her big thing. But she wrote lots of things. Her very first story sold for $5.1800s. But she wrote lots and lots and lots of things. She wrote so much. And in addition to her writing, she did other jobs, other tasks, other things to make enough money to live, to send money home, to do all of those things. I asked my daughter, I was like, okay, what did she do? Like, what, if you were to sum up her life, which is what this presentation is kind of, what did she do? And she's like, well, she wrote a lot, she did other things, but she finally wrote Little Women, which was her big thing. And I was like, yes, perfect. And Little Women, it was really an instant success. Like, it really was. It came out within a month, like all of her copies were sold, like that had been printed, like everything had been sold, and people were begging for more. And it was really, truly an instant success. And I told my daughter, I was like, yes, it was an instant success. But that instant, air quotes, instant success took her years to get to. It took her so much writing to get to. I was like, would she have ever gotten to her quote unquote instant success without writing her first story, without writing the second one, without writing the third, the 15th, the 18th? Would she have ever gotten to this instant success? My daughter was like, no, she wouldn't have, right? Like, if she stopped at 5, she wouldn't ever have gotten to this. And so we ended her presentation on, look, if there's something that you want to do, if there's something that you want to be good at, keep working, keep trying at it, keep moving forward. And in the name of, like, in her presentation, she has to present it as if she were Louisa May Alcott. And she ends her presentation. That's exactly what I did. I kept working. I kept going. I kept writing. And finally, I got the success that I was looking for all along. Finally, I got there. But it was this really long, arduous slog, all of this grunt work to get there. So that's what I'm leaving with you today for Monday. Monday might feel like a slog. Tuesday might feel like a slog. You might feel like this whole week is nothing but grunt work, but it adds up. It adds up. It adds up. That's what I've got for you today. Keep going, keep making strides. Whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're building, whatever it is you're creating, keep moving forward. And eventually, if you don't quit, you'll get there. There you go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. I send you all of my love. Until next time. Bye for now.